G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4 G's. Sports Mind. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4 G's. 4 G's.
Welcome to another episode of 4G Sports. What's happening, gentlemen? This is episode GirlRillaz Clothin. And you see who's here. So before we get started, bow your heads, please.
Our Father,
Lord,
please bless him, for he not know what he doeth.
he see how he just jumped into my prayer, Lord? Please do not give me a heart attack laughing at this episode, because I do not know what Coach Drako was going to say. Okay? Amen.
Amen.
All right, now, before we get into all the spiel, no, you know what? Let's just get right into it. Before we do anything, hit the subscribe button, the notification button, and hit that bell like Doc always says. You know what I'm saying? And this episode is brought to you by My Cozy Creations and Daphne Cozy. All right? And I'm sorry, wait a minute. This episode is also brought to you by GirlRillaz Clothin. What does that mean? We'll get into that in a minute. I'm the OG.
I'm the king.
Hey, you know what it is. You got the doc.
And for those that already know, I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that don't know this man yet. I'm going to let him introduce himself, but put on your seatbelt. Get ready, because this man is legendary. All right? Coach Drako, please explain to the people who you are, sir.
Hey, my name Coach Drako, man. You might as well call me Mr. AKA, because I do almost about everything. What you think I can't do? I can do that too. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm here on behalf of the boys at 4G. We finna get into some things. I'm finna tell y'all right now. I ain't got no script. So it's about to go down.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, Lord.
No, that's why we prayed. That's why we prayed before we started, because I don't know where this is going to go, but let's get it started. All right.
Man.
Let me have you guys' thoughts on the Russell Wilson situation up in Seattle. Whoever wants to go first.
I'll go last.
You can go last? Yeah.
Yeah, Drako go last.
Hey, let's make him last on all the questions.
All right. That's the bet.
I like to think of myself as a professional, but man, going after Drako sometimes, you got to gather yourself. You know what I mean? You got to bring it in and do the woo-saw thing.
Boy.
All right. Thoughts on the Russell Wilson situation in Seattle. First off, I was a bit surprised. I mean, I guess I didn't really see it becoming as contentious as it seems to have become. As a Cardinals fan, yeah, like I'm good with that dysfunction. Go ahead and get him out of the NFC West if you could. But it's interesting to me that for somebody they say has not officially requested a trade, also only provided 4 teams he would only be traded to. I think typically when you're not in the frame of mind of wanting to be traded, you don't have a checklist of 4 teams you want to go to. That's just my thoughts on it. I say he can move on from the NFC West. I'm good with that. I'm sure OG is excited to know that one of his teams is on that checklist.
Yeah. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, all right. Interesting how you feel about that. King, what you say? What say you?
You know what I always say. Who cares? Who cares? Leave.
We're supposed to. We're supposed to care. That's what we do.
Oh, my bad. My bad. If you leave, you leave. So I mean, it is what it is. That's just, I guess, that's the nature of the business. If he's not happy, whatever the case may be, who knows? To have a checklist though, that's kind of weird and odd. You know, to have 4 teams that you would love to go to.
Yeah.
Man, ship his ass to Cincinnati and see how happy he is over there.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but my thing is, he's one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the past seasons. If you're tired of getting hit, you got to say something. And if they're not taking this man seriously about what he needs to help this franchise get back to where they want to be, and you're not happy, you got 4 teams. I mean, Dallas, I can't see us doing anything because, you know, that's a trade unless you're doing a sign and trade. But I'd rather have Deshaun Watson. So, you know, he can go to New Orleans. I could care less. But
you got
to listen to the man.
Who are the 4 teams again?
Dallas, New Orleans.
Yep. Chicago.
Chicago, and I don't know what the last team was.
It's another NFC team.
I can't remember.
I'll find out. I'll find out. I'll get back to you on that, King.
Thank you.
Hey, can y'all see me?
Yeah.
Oh, my camera froze over here.
We got
you. Still see your picture.
It's just a picture?
Yeah, it's just frozen look.
So, you know, it's so I don't know. That's a tough situation. Like I said, you're a quarterback and you're just tired of getting hit. You gotta, you know.
I can see that. I guess thinking of it, what they say, he got sacked like somewhere in the range of 340 times the last few seasons. I get it. I understand. It's just, I guess it did surprise me. It seemed like that was, you know, I mean, when you think a franchise quarterback and one that's been successful as he in Seattle, I guess I was a little surprised. The Raiders. The Raiders were the other team.
Oh, well, now he goes to the Raiders. That's a whole different situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
right.
I don't know what else you can say about that, but you know, I feel sorry for Russell. I really do, because he's a quiet cat, and a lot of people are saying, you know, he's a quiet cat. You haven't heard him complain about anything. So what if he's really saying something now? It must be a problem.
It has to be. And there are some reports that last season he went to give his, we'll say, thoughts on offense and maybe how they should run some protections and things like that, and he was essentially laughed out of the room. And that, I think, I mean, I don't care who we are. We take pro athletes and their millions out of the equation. If we, as professionals, were to walk into our bosses and say, hey, I have some ideas on what might make us more productive or more efficient, and you get laughed out, you're probably going to be looking for new work. Yeah. So I think that he kind of falls into that category with that.
That's like King. Do you think you could stand up getting sacked 300 something times in 2 seasons or 3 seasons?
I will learn how to run faster.
Right.
I would give me a track trainer. No, I mean, but is leaving going to be the solution? Is that always a solution? I'm going to go somewhere else. I mean,
if they're not listening to you, what else do you have to do?
Are any of these owners listening to any of these players?
Some might be.
I'll name one. I'll wait.
Yeah, I mean, I think the question then becomes, when we think of these teams, is Gruden going to listen to input on offense from Russell Wilson? Probably not.
No.
John Gruden runs. Yeah, it's Chucky, man. He runs what he runs.
You got a lot of old school guys out that are running the show, man. They're setting the way. They're not going to change for the new. You know,
Mike McCarthy.
They want to have
Mike
control.
McCarthy had a problem with, Aaron Rodgers giving feedback. That's why he's not in Green Bay anymore. He's in Dallas.
Right.
And then you got Matt Nagy in Chicago that, he might listen just because, he's been stuck with Trubisky for a few seasons. So.
Right. I just don't think, running from team to team is the answer.
Yeah, I agree.
In that essence, if the team is just not supporting you whatsoever, like I said, I'm not sure what the Deshaun Watson situation, this whole situation is, and he just wants out. You just sign that big money contract. Like Doc said, we can't just go in our job. If we sign a contract, you have to honor that contract for the good, bad, and the ugly. Because if you were doing good, there'll be no complaints. Be that your team was totally boo boo. You can't go in there and cry now because you signed a contract. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same token, if I sign that contract and you get rid of my number one option, then in Russell Wilson's situation, you traded away the offensive line that got us to the Super Bowl for pieces that never worked out. So at that point, I understand what you're saying. Right. I'm honoring my contract, but you're not honoring the contract.
That's an interesting piece you bring up because, now you'd be getting into some real nitty stuff because there's no that contract signed that he signed that says we're gonna make sure we have Deshaun Watson on the field for you, right? You get away with that catch-22 and I'm sure it's not even written in the contract anywhere to even field the best possible team. It's essentially saying we're agreeing to pay you this money for this amount of years to be the head quarterback for our team, whatever that means.
That's good, bad, or ugly.
Yeah, good, bad, or ugly, or indifferent. So but we live in it's a different world we live in too now. It's the players have way more power now than ever before. And we saw that shift in the NBA over the last decade or so. I think we're starting to see it in the NFL now, where they realize they have the power.
All right, here we go. Put on your seatbelt. He's back.
Here it goes.
Here we go.
Hey, in all honesty, this is what I believe, man. First off, when you're a quarterback and you're a franchise quarterback, you have to listen to that man. I don't care if he's old and 50. If you paid him all that money, you have to listen to that man. Look what's going on with Deshaun right now. You have to listen to that man. At least pretend like you have his best interests at heart. Second off, if you getting sacked hundreds of times a year, how you gonna do your thing with Sierra at home? How you gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I wanna be able to enjoy my kids, my wife. I want to be able to enjoy all of it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Sierra probably told him, like, hey, baby, hey, you coming home limping. Hey, I need you to be able to 1-2 step. I need you to be able to do all that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if I'm Russell, I'm going to a team that has a quality back, a quality line, and a quality coach. It has to be all of those. It can't be 1, 2, or 0. It has to be all of those. Because if you go to, I don't really know why he want to go to the Bears. He want to go to the Bears maybe because it's possible it's a bigger market, a bigger city, all that type of stuff. He probably want to hit Vegas because Vegas is new and all eyes are gonna be on him basically. You know what I'm saying? He bored, man. He bored. But hey, if I'm him, I'm trying to get up out of there too. If I'm getting stacked that many times, man, and my old lady at home in 2-piece thongs, man, and I can't even do my thing, man, hey, it's time for me to go.
Well, in Vegas, his wife could get a residency there too, actually. If you think about it, like it would be easy for her to get a residency as a musical artist, and now you're able to have both of you in the same town working. I'm not going to get into all that parental advisory stuff Drako talking about.
It ain't parental advisory. I'm just saying, you got to think about it. You got to think about it. On a serious note, think about it. All these players, man, once they retire, if you play over 10 years, your body is beat up. I don't give a damn what position you play. Your body is beat up after you done played 10 years. Think about it. Now you have all these professional players that after they done playing, they can barely walk. You see them at their kids' games, they limping. You know, they got on what's that commercial Brett Favre be promoting, the little copper bands and all that.
Oh, copper bands.
Come on, man. You don't want to be, especially a quarterback, you don't want to be like that. You want to be able to enjoy your life after football, man. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it. But you gotta think about it. Seattle has more than just a Russell Wilson problem. You gotta remember, they ain't even spoke to my partner yet about if they gonna bring him back or not this coming up year. So they may be losing the corner.
Yeah. That's true.
So they got a lot of issues, man. They got a lot more issues than this debt. And you gotta think about this also. The salary cap going down.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to dump some money anyway.
Yeah, by like 20 plus million.
I don't know how much it is for sure, but I know it's a significant amount.
It was supposed to be over 200 this year, but due to some of the pandemic stuff that happened and the revenue loss, the salary cap's at 180. So they're losing 20 million that they thought they were gonna have. So you're gonna see a lot of casualties too, because of that. I mean, we could think of one in our hometown in general. You know, Fitz used to have that open check to just come back every year for 11 million. And this is the first year where they're like, you know, like, is he really going to be part of the offense? And having to really think about that conversation with him.
Yes, sir.
And we don't want to get on the Cardinals. We don't want to get on them yet. And unless that's part of the script. I'm ready to get on that too if y'all want to.
I don't think we have time for that.
What is going on? Okay, go ahead, real quick. What's going on with the Cardinals?
First off, they need to get rid of Patrick Peterson. They really do. They need to go ahead and just cut ties with that man.
He'll be gone.
You know, yeah, he'll be gone. And you know what, man? I used to have a lot of respect for Patrick Peterson until I heard his podcast on his reasoning why he got burnt so much this year. Did y'all hear it?
No, I've heard some clips of his podcast, but I didn't hear this.
What did he say?
No. Check this out. What he said was he got burnt so much because a lot of receivers that go in motion, they're going in motion and then going, you know, under the linebackers. So that he's getting picked by the linebackers and getting thrown off of his man. That was one of the reasons why he said he was getting burnt so much. Then he said that he thinks he really deserves the money that he may ask for because of what he's done in the past. But he knows, just like everybody else knows, the NFL is about what have you done for me now.
Right.
You have to know that. And if he's all decade and all this, you cannot make that excuse that you're getting picked on over routes. You are a professional. They run over routes. In my 10U 7-on-17, we run over routes. So you learn how to defend that at a young age. Fitz is not gonna get 11 million.
Oh no.
They may offer him half of that.
If he's lucky.
Then, you know, with the quarterback situation, he's doing decent, but how much time they gonna give him or the coach? Who's gonna go first, him or the coach? The quarterback or the coach?
Ooh.
Oh, I'll answer. I already have my thoughts on that.
I think the coach gonna go first.
You think so?
I think. Listen to me, man. So what is he? He's a rookie that on a first round draft pick, which is a 4-year with an option for a 5th for the team, right? So it's basically a 5-year contract on a first round rookie of any position.
Right.
So he's coming into his 3rd year.
So he's halfway done. He's halfway done.
I think if it doesn't, I think that it's a tandem thing because I don't think there's any other coaches willing to come in with that project. This is a Cliff Kingsbury quarterback, and it's going to go as they go. So if it don't work, I think Bidwell is going to ride this out for the next year or two and figure out if it's going to work, and if it hasn't led to at least a deep playoff run in the next 2 years, they're both gone. That's my thoughts.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. If Hopkins wasn't there this year, how many games would the Cardinals have won?
Oh, I think you take 2 more off the board.
2 more? Are you crazy? You take
At
about
least
3 or 4 more off.
I think minimum 2.
So how many games they win this year?
They went 9-7.
Not as many as Cleveland.
I give them that, but I'm gonna tell you like this: if Houston wants to, you think Houston, if Houston wanted to make a deal with the Cardinals on Deshaun, would the Cardinals take that?
They should.
Exactly. So why would you say? So who do you say will go first, the coach or the quarterback?
I think they're both going to be gone at the same time. If it doesn't work, they're both gone at the same time.
You got to remember, coaches make less than the player. So why would you get rid of the little money?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I know Cliff will be here for at least his contract, because they're already people forget they're still paying Wilkes for his contract.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So Cliff Kingsbury is going to go through it. I don't know that they'll get. I would say, yeah, if Deshaun for Kyler and whatever else, make the call and do it. I don't think they do it. So that's why I say this is going to be the tandem. This is who Cliff decided was his quarterback from the moment he arrived here, and it's just they're either going to succeed together or they're going to fail together. That's my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
Right. All right. Doc.
Oh,
guess what time it is?
Would it be Doc's Trivia Corner?
Ah, you're correct there, my brother.
Well, let me make sure, because I got Drako on here.
Yeah.
I never know. I never know what's going to happen.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's
the
true.
first is the answer to last week's trivia. So I'm happy with anybody chiming in on that one. The second one is going to be the actual question going live for all of you watching. Drako, please don't answer because I know you know the answer. I'm putting all my cards on the table there. I put a house payment that Drako knows the answer. So the first one is, and this is one I'm happy to have everybody answer. Who is the most decorated Olympian of all time? Anybody know?
Carlos.
Well, I will let you know. It is Michael Phelps.
Yeah, swimming.
Yep. Yeah. Most decorated Olympian all time. Michael Phelps. Thank you all, who joined in and gave your opinions on our social media and gave the answers. We appreciate you playing along. So for this week's trivia question, I'm going to ask, what college football position receives the Jim Thorpe Award? Remember, Drako, don't answer.
Gotcha.
A, wide receiver. B, linebacker. C, quarterback. Or D, defensive back. Now, if you all want to answer the trivia question and possibly receive a prize, go ahead and listen to us and live chat it. Heck, I don't care. Tweet it. Tweet the answer. I don't care. Just get on our social media pages. Get on the premiere. Listen for the question to be asked. Answer it in the live chat. You'll automatically be answered. That's it. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Doc, for Doc's Trivia Corner. All right. Now, this is where you really need to hold on, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you're going to hear the real Drako. King?
I'm scared.
Don't shake your head because you get to start it off. It's on you, King.
I'm scared, but okay. Coach, tell us about your trip to Chicago when you were promoting your GirlRillaz brand.
Oh, actually, it was lovely, man. It was super lovely. I wish you guys could have been there, but due to circumstances, some of y'all couldn't make it. And due to circumstances, some of y'all would not have a home when you get back home. No, actually, it went real well, man. It went super well, man. There are a couple women on that team, man, that actually have hands and can catch the ball like men. I mean, really, really catch the ball. I was surprised in that part. Then so majority of the girls that are the women that helped out, were on the team last year, so they had to try out. I think it was like 30-some women there. You know, it was a couple grandmamas there, you know, that should not have been out there, but they gave it their all. It was a great experience, man. The sad part about it all, the season was supposed to start April 17th, but due to COVID, you know, Illinois was the last state really to open up. They just opened up probably like 2-3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So they pushed the season back to the first game would be in June. So, yeah, man, it was a great experience, man. Got to see the women do their thing, man. They did the same type of combine drills as the men do at the NFL combines, short shuttle 40s, all that type of stuff like that. But I think some women don't understand like how physical it's going to be, because it is tackle. It's not like it's flag. It's not like it's touch. So, you know, some women, it was track girls out there that could really run. But as we all know, even in male football, when you're a track guy, once you get hit, all that track stuff goes out the window. So, you know, yeah, man, it was a great experience, man. Glad to be doing business with them. And ever since I did the deal with the Chicago Blitz Female Football League, like other cities have been in contact with me, man. So, and actually what's crazy is 2 weeks ago, now Arizona's going to have a team out in Scottsdale. So they're going to have a team also. So they just announced that probably like 2-3 weeks ago. So I plan on trying to do something with them, but I want to make sure that I get the Chicago team taken care of first, because they were the first ones to look out for me. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Follow all the women on IG for the Chicago Blitz. There's plenty of beautiful women on there doing their workout thing, doing their modeling thing. Super cool group of women, all very respectful, all very sexy, all that, man, all that. I couldn't coach them. I'm just be real with you. You know, so, you know, but they all are very professional, all very professional. And, you know, they look out for each other. They're a tight group. They hang out with each other. They work out with each other. And, you know, and you got to keep in mind, majority of these women have regular jobs also and have kids. So for them to do what they're doing with the football thing, man, is big, man. So their schedules are pretty tight. You know, they only play 4 games a season. They have like 1 a month. So it's 8 teams. So there's a game every week, but one team only plays once a month. So, you know, yeah, so it's the schedule's pretty different than what we're used to, but man, like the group of women are some great women. So if you're listening, follow the Chicago Blitz on IG. Follow all the women that are part of that team. Like none of them are stuck up or nothing like that, man. All of them are about their business, man. And you know, I'm happy to be doing business with them.
All right.
Awesome. Well, last time, you know, we had you on, you were really getting ready to kick off your clothing line. So can you kind of tell us about that? Is it gaining momentum? How is all that going?
Man, actually, man, it went way better than what I expected. It went way better than what I expected, because I also train women also. So I train kids, adults, and women. So the thing is now, when I'm training women, like as soon as they sign up to train, I give them free clothes to work out in. You know, so I'm recording. So when I'm posting them and tagging them, then their friends see, then they place an order. So, you know, I had to really just buckle down and really think about how I'm going to do it. You know, because social media is key, man. Like if you don't have social media, that's key, man. And it's so crazy to where, like, some of the parts I don't even really know how to operate yet. Like when you guys tag me on IG, I don't know how to, like, if I can put it on my page or whatever. Like when y'all send me stuff, I end up just screenshotting it and then putting it on. Because IG is not like Facebook when they tag you and it automatically goes on there. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. And you know, so you know, what was crazy, like I was telling your wife the other day, when she made that flyer with the lady on there, I had to look because she kind of looked like my son's mom at first. I was like, what? How'd she get on here? You know, Yeah, so
Oh man.
yeah, so it's been real good, man. So even with my 7-on-7 team, I got Lil G on the team. So it's it's been work, but it's been fun, man. I've been having a lot of people support, a lot of people showing love. It's been going great, man. But the thing is, man, in all honesty, there are like 30 million clothing lines out there. You know what I'm saying? Like every week, it's somebody starting a clothing line. So I kind of just, connected mine with the 7-on-7, GirlRillaz, and working out at the same time, and just made it more of a women's type thing. So it's been going good, man. It's been going real good.
All right. And well, since you said that, what made you start doing women's clothing?
Actually, man, I had this idea like about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
My son's mom, she coaches club volleyball. So what I wanted to do was, I was like, hey, start a club club volleyball team, call it GirlRillaz. She was like, nah, she didn't want to be like over it all. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, so last year I had mentioned it to this lady who teaches yoga. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about starting a clothing line called it GirlRillaz. She was like, hey, well, let me know and I'll put it in my yoga studio. So I put it up for a long period of time, man. And then I just buckled down with it, man. Really what made me jump in it 10 toes was that COVID, man. You know what I'm saying? COVID had everybody,
right
in the house or not doing as much as they usually do. Right. So it really just came down to that, man. And I was like, hey, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I had, manufacturers hitting me up. Everybody want to make the clothes for me. Everybody want to help sponsor, but you can't just bring everybody in. Yeah. So right. I started buying some of the machines myself and doing it in my own house. Like some stuff that I can't do, I got, people that can do it for me. But yeah, man, it's been a process, man. But now it's like you competing against, like I got partners that I coach high school football with that started clothing lines. You know what I'm saying? Around the same time. But I'm the type of person, I like to see everybody eat. So right. I seen something that he posted one time and I went and met up with him. I was like, hey, you got to take that down. He was like, why? I was like, man, so I showed him. And he was like, oh man, I ain't even noticed that. I was like, yeah, you got to take that down. So, I don't mind it, man. As long I like seeing everybody be successful, man, because at the end of the day, if we're not supporting each other, man, who are we supporting? Right. If we're not supporting each other, right. It's, and everybody look at it, man, how much money you make. Yeah, it's up and down. It's up and down. It's not like I'm a quit what I was doing before just to, for the clothing piece, but it's been that COVID really pushed me to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's been good, man. It's been fun, doing the photo shoots and, seeing women in swimsuits and little booty shorts, man. Who wouldn't want to see that, man? Who wouldn't want to see that? So it's I've been trying to have Chris, participate with me, but he got thug life at the that's not happening, man. So yeah.
Nope.
I had to take a breather. I had to walk out for a second. I tried to tell you. I started out with a prayer. Drako, boy, I tell you. But that's just part one. Part two. Stay tuned for part two, all right? More with 4 G's and Lord help us, Coach Drako.